guys? So welcome back to Nav Gamers, where we'll release DLC in about 6 months. All right, so let's move on to the first story, which is Microsoft decides to say, "Fuck you, Motorola. We want to pay more than $4 billion a year."
We want to pay
Yeah.
more than four. Well, apparently, according to the story, Motorola gave a settlement deal to Microsoft, and Microsoft basically said, "Fuck you, bitch."
Microsoft.
Microsoft said, "Fuck you," and the reason being was because they would have to pay $4 billion for every year that the Xbox been out. And the thing that people don't understand about this is money that's owed to them. So one way or another, they have to get that money.
Yeah, it is back pay that consists most of the. I mean, that most consists of. So people think that that's really unfair because that equates to about 7% of the overall profits. But yeah, they infringe on their on their patents. Think about it this way: if somebody came to your house and decided, I'm taking your TV and didn't pay you for it, I mean, aside from the fact that they're stealing it, you would be fucking pissed off.
Take my TV any day. I have a shitty ass TV, guys. But no, yeah, I mean, they're kind of that's a bad move because you're gonna get fucked either way. Might as well get fucked nicely, you know?
Get fucked gently, at least.
Not in a rapey way, but you're gonna learn.
This is a learning rape.
Learn. I'm gonna pay me back a learning rape. But it makes me wonder if anybody's gonna use Motorola's patents next gen. I mean, I'm sure they will, but I mean, everybody pays their patents. Everybody pays what they have to owe. Microsoft isn't special. I mean, if this were Sony, it'd be the same way. If this was
Apparently, they think so because they said, fuck it, I'm not paying you.
In the case, say they would enforce the ban.
Yeah, exactly. The judge who's administering the case at the moment, he's siding with the Federal Trade Commission and the International Trade Commission, saying that if they do not come to a settlement or if they do not pay anything within about I think 6 months, they're gonna just enforce the ban and no more Xboxes in the U.S.
Good for anybody. I mean, think about it. That'll create a slump, a hole in the game industry for now, of course, but still.
next gen, that's for sure. I mean, yeah.
Oh man, that'd be.
I mean, you good? Oh, you sure? But the thing that I'm thinking about is
They're gently fucking each other.
yeah, is that I forgot what I was gonna say. Fuck it, I don't want to say anything.
All right, Miguel. So what's up with Metal Gear?
Oh my God! So they just announced, or yes, Kojima confirmed, Metal Gear 5 in the works. So they haven't given us much to go off of this, but more than likely it's gonna be a prequel. I hope. Actually, I hope it's a prequel. But it's a big game, guys. It's coming back. What's up?
Apparently, to PSM Magazine 3, they're assuming that it's gonna be based on Big Boss and that he's gonna be in Africa, and people are speculating that it's gonna be during the time when Foxhound is assembled and Snake is in the team. So it's probably gonna be around there, and when they discover Outer Haven and they're looking for Grey Fox and all that stuff. So it seems like it'll be good. The question is it gonna be multi-plat or is it gonna be exclusive? We can only hope that it'll be exclusive, but I mean, at the same time, I hope that it's multi-plat so people can experience the.
My question is, why does that magazine apparently have sequels?
Right?
Yeah, it's pretty cool because I mean, I hope it's a prequel for first of all because it wouldn't make sense to to go forward off of the Metal Gear 4 events because there's nothing. I mean, PMCs are pretty much disbanded and technology's non-existent. So yeah.
I don't think Kojima himself. Maybe Konami will. I don't think Kojima will expand beyond Part 5. I think they'll do I think they'll do one more with how Raiden got the way he is, and I think this one, which is when they assembled Foxhound. Those are the only two sequels or prequels that I can see them making. That's about it in my mind. That's the only thing I can see happening.
Yeah, because the GW servers are all dead, so it means the Patriots are gone, and I mean, there's nothing. Well, should I just release a bunch of spoilers there? But I mean, there's nothing else you can. Yeah, there's pretty much nothing else you can go on other than a prequel. So.
That is running the new Fox engine, they said.
Oh yeah, that is pretty cool. I mean, it's gonna look. If you look at the stills, they look amazing. So we'll see how it actually plays.
Kojima did mention that the Fox engine is a multi-plat engine, but it's next gen ready. So Yeah, that's one thing to keep in mind. But it wouldn't make sense to make a Metal Gear 5 and make it multiplat if Metal Gear 4 is it wasn't multiplat. So I don't know. We'll see how that goes there.
It does make sense if you want to make money.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Then doesn't everybody like making money?
and considering the fact like that Microsoft might not be making any soon, I think they'll vie for as much as possible. So yeah, hopefully we don't all Fox die. All right, so with that we move on to this week's
Game fail.
this week featuring Nintendo. Crispy, what's going on?
Nintendo becoming the biggest trolls in the industry. People ask for a light version of the 3DS, and they come out with an XL version of the 3DS.
You don't understand, Crispy. They're trying to make us. They're trying to make us healthier. They're trying to give us more weight so that we can lift weights.
But it does come with 1-to-1 pixel ratio and all that stuff. But the one
Should have been included in the initial one.
yeah the one thing that people are kind of freaked out that they didn't include is another analog stick.
There's also the peripheral. That's where they make their money.
That's what I was about to say. I mean, they still have the peripheral for you to buy, but that just equals more money for them. So
I'd rather have an attachment than an actual thumbstick.
calm down, Xbox fanboy. I'd rather have options. But yeah, I have no idea I think Nintendo's just trying to milk everything it's worth for until they release the best version that they're gonna release, and then they're gonna release it. But yeah, they do that for
They're
years.
cow farmers. They milk them. They juice them. They're juicers.
Well, they gotta make some money somewhere. I mean, they dropped the price down to 159 for technology that should be running at about $200 because they were just fucking up all over the place. So 179 for a much larger thing, and they come a little closer to their target.
When Nintendo initially released the 3DS, they were selling it way above price and they weren't losing money. They were actually gaining I don't know how much money from the 3DS. They were getting a lot more than Sony's gaining for the PS Vita right now. But the reason why they were able to cut the price so fast is because the hardware in it was extremely cheap. So I mean,
Hardware still runs about $200. I mean, they should be running at 250, but
they're not losing any money right now. I guarantee you that they're not losing any money right now. The only reason they cut it is because they could. Guaranteed you. Guaranteed. Nintendo is very greedy like that when it comes to their handhelds, at least.
they're not. The only reason they're not losing money really because the materials do cost. I mean, the overall hardware did cost about $200 to make. But the only reason they're not losing is because they just sold everything so overpriced to begin with. They're basically running even.
For the most part.
But I mean, they want you to buy this piece of shit because they can.
Well, they want kids to buy it. They're the kids who want parents to buy it, and it's working. Somewhere there, somebody's buying a 3DS.
All right. Well, considering the fact that we just talked shit about it, let's have a hardware breakdown on the DSXL. Crispy, let's go.
Well, there's not really much to say on the the 3DS XL. It's just basically 3 times or 2 times bigger than the 3DS or the 3DS, and it has 1-to-1 pixel motion ratio, and that's pretty much it on that front. But it's not what people wanted, really.
Yeah, it's pretty much just a 3DS, just much bigger with no thumbsticks. Well, one. And yeah.
It just has exactly what it should have had in the beginning, and I heard it's heavier, so.
Yeah, at least you get your workout in.
That's true.
So,
They're trying to be healthy.
Giant arms. What are you doing?
for one, because you're just there.
Fucking tennis player. In other news, Microsoft had a conference and they announced that tablet Surface tablet, and basically what this is probably one of the coolest tablets of the year. It's a touchscreen tablet with full Windows 8 integration and with a silicon thing on the bottom. Silicon thing on the bottom which connects onto the computer and
Using magnets. And transfers all its data through magnet impulse.
which is really contradictory. You know, you would think that would fuck up the screen. And it's a really awesome. I'll put up some pictures of it. It's really awesome. It has no bumps whatsoever. It's just pure Surface Touch, which is a really good name. And I'm really impressed with this tablet, so much so that I think I might get one. No joke.
what I like about this is that it has two, well, there's gonna be two versions of it. One's gonna was unfortunately gonna use a Tegra 3 processor, which is still not bad. I mean, it's still gonna be running 1.5 gigahertz processing, dual core processing. But the upgraded version will have a i5 processor, which means it's gonna be as strong, if not stronger, than most actual laptops. You're running Windows 8, so it's gonna be, it's gonna be running what laptops can do.
It's gonna be as strong as my laptop, really. The one that I have right now. It's gonna be the broken one. It's gonna be as strong as that one, and
I know what laptop you have.
yeah, it's no, I was telling you, but it should be really good, but we'll see. I hope it isn't such a huge price point with the i5 processor, so we'll see.
They want to keep it within a discernible range of people who actually buy a tablet. They'll keep it within $800, which sounds reasonable for what it has. I mean, because it has an i5 processor. It has both two cameras, the front and rear facing camera, which are both 1080p and record. I mean, you can record in 1080p HD, and I think one of them's 8 megapixel, and the other one's 5. So they're both great quality cameras. Not to mention that it's Gorilla Glass 2.0, and yeah, I mean it has a bunch of great features to it.
Top of the line technology of keyboards too.
Yeah, but you also got to consider that so do other tablets. Other tablets have these features on there, just not all packaged in the same one. So if they,
I'm gonna say that the iPad's $400, but once you add all the add-ons, it's about $800 $900. And yeah, but if it is $800, I just might have to go with an ultrabook. Might as well spend the $200. But if it's around a good price point, I might get it. I mean,
plus you can't even use the iPad as a laptop.
you really can. It's just a really tablet. That's all it is.
Straight up. Oh yeah, I mean it's gonna be pretty powerful, and it's pretty much a laptop as a tablet, which is what I found very interesting, and it looks like it's gonna be fun to use overall.
And I'm glad that they're going away from the no buttons thing from what iPods is doing. I mean, this will be good for gaming. You can play games with your little keyboard and stuff if they decide to put games on here. I mean, and it should be interesting to see what Microsoft is going to do with this.
All right, and that's been our hardware roundup.